What's up, all y'all spirits out there? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night. Whatever time it is we are watching this video, what's up with y'all? Today, we are going to be doing a beginner mobility flow. So it's going to be for everyone, all ages, all levels. We're just going to be focused on getting our joints moving and grooving. So if you guys are ready for that, we're going to begin on the mat, and we're going to begin in a seated, comfortable position, a crisscross applesauce position. So let's go ahead and take our time and let's get there because there is no rush today. Alrighty. So here we are on our mats. We're going to be taking a seat. So let's go ahead and sit down in our crisscross applesauce position here. Take your time to get there. Like I said, there is no. Once there, go ahead and just settle in. Take your hands, set them on your knees, and we're going to start with a couple of deep breaths here. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Nice slow breaths here. We are inhaling through our nose. And we are exhaling out the nose or mouth, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're going to take another deep breath in, but this time we're going to stretch both our hands into the air. We're going to lengthen through our spine. Imagine the crown of your head stretching towards the sky. Reach those fingertips up. Deep breath in. Really lengthen through your spine here. Extend through those sit bones. And as you exhale, we're going to clasp those hands together and we're going to lean towards the right. So we're leaning our hands over towards the right. We're getting a light stretch down the left side of our body here. If you want, you can take this right hand and you can set it on the mat for a bit of support here. If you don't feel like holding both your arms into the air in this banana shape, whatever option you chose today, we're just going to settle there for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to shift our body over towards the left, still making that banana shape, getting a light stretch down the right side of our body here. Optional to take this left hand, set it on the mat for a bit of support while you lean over towards the side, or you can keep both those hands clasped together, getting that deep stretch in. Whatever variation you chose today, we're just going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to lean towards center. We're going to take our hands, we're going to lower them down towards the mat. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. With our next deep breath in, we're going to take our wrists and we're going to start to roll them in some circles here. I'm rolling them in the direction towards each other, so they're going towards each other here, but we're obviously going to switch it to the opposite direction after we take a couple of breaths in. So inhale here and exhale it out. And I don't know if you guys can hear that pop that my wrist just did, but I definitely needed this. I'm going to take another deep breath here before we switch to the opposite direction. Inhale. And as we exhale, go ahead and switch it up. So I'm rotating it in the opposite direction. This time the wrists are rolling away from each other. They're going outwards instead of going inwards. We're taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, clasp those hands together. Go ahead and tighten them up. We're going to keep on rotating those wrists. This time we're going in a circle, going towards the left. So we're going towards the left. Deep breath in. We're going to take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, switch it up, opposite direction. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. If you want, you can make these movements more juicy. Maybe even start getting your upper arms into these movements. It doesn't just have to be your wrist. Let's just take another deep breath in. And as we exhale, go ahead and release those hands. Shake it out. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. Keep shaking it out. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to knees. Hands down to knees. With our next deep breath in, I want you to take those shoulders and I want you to lift them up towards your ears. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to roll them down and back. And that's how we're going to start off our circles here. Taking a deep breath in, roll your shoulders up and forward. Exhale, roll them down and back. And yes, we are going to switch to the opposite direction. I'm just going to take a couple of breaths here, though, making sure these movements are nice and slow and juicy and controlled. So let's take a deep breath in, shoulders going up, shoulders going forward. Deep breath out, rolling them down and back. One more time here. Inhale, shoulders come up. Exhale, down and back. Let's go ahead and switch to the opposite direction. So this time as we inhale, shoulders are going up, but they're back. And as we exhale, shoulders are going down and forward. So deep breath in, shoulders going up, shoulders are going back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Exhale, coming forward. Feel your shoulder blades separating, expanding apart. So let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, squeezing the blades together, shoulders are coming up. Exhale, shoulders going forward and down. One more time here. Inhale. Nice, slow, juicy, controlled. Exhale, down and release. All right, go ahead and shake that out if you need to with a deep breath in. Shake it out. Inhale here. Exhale, and we're going to release our crisscross applesauce. Go ahead and release that. But we're going to keep our feet together because we're going to move into a butterfly here. Let's go ahead and keep those feet together. If you're looking for more of a challenge here, you can bring those feet as close to you as you possibly can. If you're not looking for that much of a deep hip stretch, go ahead and take those feet and push them a little bit further away from you so they can be more comfortable and a bit more ease. With every variation you chose today, we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to start to flap our knees up and down, flap our little butterfly wings. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keep on flapping those wings. You can flap them fast, you can flap them slow. Hey, whatever speed you want to do, we're just going to keep on moving with our breath here. So inhale and exhale it out. 2 more breaths here. Deep breath with me. And a deep breath out. This is going to be our last breath here in our butterfly. Inhale here. Keep on flapping. And as you exhale, we're going to find stillness. Still staying in the butterfly. We're just finding stillness here. Taking another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to separate our feet now, and we're actually going to turn around to come into our tabletop or hands in knees position. Multiple names for the same pose, whatever you want to call it. Let's go ahead and turn around. Coming onto our hands and knees. There's no rush. Take your time. Hey, there's no one we're trying to impress, okay? We're taking our time. Taking our time, nice and easy here. We're going to stack our wrists under our shoulders. We're going to stack our knees under our hips. We're also going to keep our knees about hip distance apart. Go ahead and keep a nice bend in the fingers here. We don't want our hands flat against the mat. We kind of want some claw hands or some spider hands. Keep a nice bend in those fingers. Go ahead and take a deep breath in. Once you settle into your tabletop, keep the neck and head relaxed as you gaze down at the mat here. Inhale with me. And as we exhale, we're just going to start rocking forward and backward. I'm going to tuck my toes for a bit of support here as I inhale, slightly rocking forward, and exhale as I rock backward. We're just going to keep that movement going. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Maybe as you inhale, you can rock a bit further than you did last time. And as you exhale, maybe you can send your hips a little bit further back. One more breath here. Inhale, extending the shoulders slightly over the wrist here. Deep breath in. Slight bend in the elbows. You don't want to lock those elbows. Exhale and push back, sending those hips all the way down towards your heels. Lowering that forehead down, untucking those toes down into your child's pose. Let's take a deep breath here in our child's pose. Inhale with me. And a deep breath out as you shift yourself forward, picking those hips back up, coming back into your tabletop. Readjust here if need be. Remember, keeping a slight bend in those elbows, wrists stacked under shoulders, knees stacked under hips. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to start with some circular motions here, going towards the left, exhaling as we send our body towards the right. Deep breath in, rolling towards the left. Exhale, rocking towards the right. And we're just going to keep that going with our breath here. Slow movement, slow and controlled here. There's no need to rush. Take your time as you take a deep breath in, rocking towards the left. And a deep breath out, walking towards the right. And I didn't mean to say walking. I meant to say rocking. I just want you guys to know that. I meant to say rocking. So let's do one more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and shift to the opposite direction. So this time we're going to take a deep breath in, shifting towards the right. Exhale as you shift your body towards the left, keeping those circles nice, slow, and juicy. Deep breath in. And I definitely felt a pop in my hips doing the opposite direction. I definitely needed to do this. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Man, them bees, I had to move so quick, man. I had to move too quick. I got up too quick. Man, I don't want to be doing them bees on me. I just want y'all to know that. Bumblebees, I can handle. The bees with the stinger, nah, man. I would get up and move so quick. Even though I love the bees, I would still get up and move. And he's like right up on me, man. Like, this is me. The bee is like right next to me. It's like sitting down on the mat right next to me. I'm like, bro, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. Like, I cannot. Let's do one more circle though. Deep breath in. This bee get right by me one more time. I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving that quick. I'm gonna walk in the house. Like, I cannot. Like, I've never gotten stung by a bee. I never want to get stung by a bee. Like, I cannot, man. That's like a deep fear. Deep fear of mine. Low key, high key. Not trying to get stung by the bee. Alrighty, that was our last circle. Let's return back into our tabletop. Let's take a deep breath here in tabletop. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck our Why he on me like this though? Why the bee is on me like this though? Like, I don't even have no perfume on or nothing, so I don't get why the bee is on me like this. Like, usually people say like if you wear perfume and stuff outside, that will attract the bees because you smell like floral. But like, I ain't even wearing none of that. Like, hell no, they need to back up. But anyway, let's tuck our toes. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's exhale, pick up those knees, shift back into our downward dog. Go ahead and start to paddle out those legs, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Making these movements nice and slow and juicy. Let's take another inhale here. And a deep breath out. Optional to maybe even start to look under those elbows as you shift from side to side, paddle out those legs, taking a deep breath out and a deep breath in as you paddle out those legs from left to right. Let's take one more breath here. And as you exhale, find stillness, grounding down through those heels, keeping the neck relaxed as you gaze at the big toes. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to look forward, look in between your hands, shift your weight forward, coming into a high plank. Now, if this is a bit too much for you, you can always lower those knees down for a bit of a supported plank here. Whatever variation you chose today, we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to rock the shoulders slightly over the wrist, and you're going to lower down through chaturanga. Like I said, you can use your knees as support here to lower down all the way to your belly. Let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we extend our arms, picking up our chest, coming into our cobra. Let's take a deep breath here in cobra. And a deep breath out as we keep those toes tucked, pick up those hips, shift back, downward dog. Paddle out those legs, walk it out. Inhale. In, exhale it out. We're going to do that 2 more times, guys. Deep breath in. Exhale, find stillness. Inhale, look forward, look between those hands. Exhale, shift the body forward, high plank, high plank, high plank. Like I said, if you need to lower your knees down to the ground, go ahead and do so. If you need to adjust, go ahead and do so. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, rock the shoulders over the wrists. Lower down through chaturanga, keeping those elbows close to your ribs. You don't want them too splayed out as we lower all the way down to our bellies. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Extend those arms, picking up the chest, lifting the gaze, coming into cobra. Inhale here. And exhale it out. Tuck those toes, pick up those hips, push up, shift back, downward dog. Walk it out. Walk it out. We're going to do that one more time, guys. This is the last time. I know these final waves can be a bit much sometimes, especially if you're not used to it. But we're going to do this one more time. Inhale here. Exhale, stillness into your down dog. Find stillness. Deep breath in, raise the gaze, look forward. Exhale, shift your body forward. Coming into high plank. Deep breath in, readjust if need be. As you can see, I'm definitely doing it. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale, rock the shoulders over the wrist. And lower down through chaturanga all the way to your belly, nice and flat. Inhale here. Exhale, extend the arms coming into cobra. Deep breath in. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift up, downward dog. This time we're actually going to stay in our downward dog for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're not going to shift forward into our high plank. We're just staying here, relaxing the breath here, getting our breath nice and regulated after doing those spinal wave variations. So let's take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, this time we're going to walk our feet forward towards our hands, nice and slow steps here. No need to rush. Take your time. Take your time. Once you get there, go ahead and keep a slight bend in those knees. This is going to be the first fold of the day. Keep a slight bend in those knees. Keep the neck and head relaxed here as you take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. You want to keep those knees generously bent here as we inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose or mouth. With our next deep breath in, we're going to slightly start to extend those knees, straighten it up through our forward fold. This is optional. You do not have to do this. If you want to keep those knees bent, please go ahead. But for those of you who want to kick it up a notch, you can slowly start to straighten out those legs. Remember, our fold is happening here at the hips. We are not folding in our spine. We're not folding in the back. We are folding from our hips, guys. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. With our next inhale, I want you to take your hands, I want you to place them slightly above the knees as you extend your arms out, coming into a halfway lift. Once in your halfway lift, you're going to take a deep breath in. Inhale with me. And as you exhale, you're going to fold forward, placing the hands back down on the mat. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, place the hands on the legs. Extend into halfway lift. Take your time. Slow movements here. Inhale into your halfway lift. And exhale to fold forward. Place those hands down on the mat. With your next deep breath in, we're going to fully stand nice and slow. Raise those hands into the sky to fully stand. Nice slow movements here. We don't want to move too fast. As you exhale, bring those hands down to prayer. Take some time here in your mountain pose. Inhaling here. And exhaling out, keeping those hands at prayer, keeping the body relaxed and standing tall and controlled here in our mountain. Let's take one more breath here. And as we exhale, let's lower our hands down to our sides. For our next exercise, I'm actually going to turn towards the front of the camera so you guys can see exactly what we're going to do. We're going to spread our legs a little bit wider than hip distance, so go ahead and start to spread those legs apart. We want them a bit wider than hip distance, and we want our feet slightly turned out at an angle. So they're not parallel to the mat like this. We have them slightly turned outwards. And we're going to take a deep breath here. So inhale with me. Raise those arms into the sky. Deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to fold forward. Remember, hinging at the hips, guys. We're hinging at the hips, folding forward, lowering our hands down to the mat. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out here. One more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to keep our left hand in the middle of the mat here. Maybe even walk it a little bit out in front of you for a bit of support. We're going to take that right hand. We're going to stretch it up towards the sky, turning our chest towards the right. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we lower that right hand down, placing it where our left hand is. With a deep breath in, we're going to take that left hand, stretch up, turning the chest out towards the left. Deep breath in. If you want, you can gaze towards your fingertips or either gaze down at the mat, whatever is most comfortable for your neck here. We're going to take one more deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to take this left hand, lower it down to the mat here. We're going to walk our right and left hand back in towards us, taking a deep breath in. Man, I'm not doing nothing to this V move my space. Oh God, like, oh God, I moved away too quick. Like, don't touch me type stuff. But anyway, let's go back down into the mat. Let's take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more deep breath here. And as we exhale, I want you to inch your feet a little bit closer in towards you. Still keeping about hip distance apart and still keep those feet outward at an angle. We're just going to sink our hips down, coming into our Malasana. Now look, if Malasana is a bit challenging for you, you can take a couple of yoga blocks, maybe even take a couple of books, a couple of pillows, stack them up, and then sit down on those. Depending on how comfortable you are, you can remove some blocks, remove some books, maybe even get a little lower, but just meet yourself where you are. You don't have to sink all the way down. You don't have to use one block. You can use 3. You can use 4. Use as many as you need to stay in your comfortable position. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to take one more deep breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to sit all the way down on the mat. Sit your glutes all the way down and extend those legs out in front of you, just like so. Take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to... I'm sorry, I had to wipe... I saw a spider, y'all. I had to wipe that spider off. That spider was walking real fast towards me, real fast. Heck no. But anyway, like I said before I got interrupted by that, we're going to take a deep breath in, extend those hands into the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to fold over our left leg. You don't have to fold all the way down. Fold as much as you're comfortable. And remember, we're hinging from the hips here. Let's take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to sit up nice and slow, walking our hands back into center. Let's go ahead and repeat that, but on the right side. So deep breath in. Extending the hands into the sky. And as we exhale, we're going to fold over our right leg. Lowering down nice and slow. Hinging from the hips here. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's walk our hands back into center. Nice and slow. Walk them back into center. Deep breath in. Hands to the sky. Exhale. And this time we're going to fold forward. Lowering our hands down in front of us just like so. Let's take a deep breath in. Using our hands for support here. And a deep breath out. Inhale with me, keeping the spine nice and straight. And as we exhale, maybe you fold a little bit deeper. Maybe you stay exactly where you are. Let's just take another deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One last breath here. Inhale. And as we exhale, let's walk our hands back to center. And y'all, it might be a little loud because my neighbors are cutting their grass right now, so it might be a little loud, but just, hey, bear with it. Bear with it. So let's take another deep breath in. And this time, as we exhale, we're going to place our feet flat against the mat here, and we're going to keep our legs up in these triangle or pyramid formations because we're going to prepare ourselves for some 90-90s. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to set them slightly behind us, just like so. And as we take a deep breath in, and we're going to exhale and lower our legs down towards the right. And this is why they call them 90-90s, because your legs make these 90-degree angles. And that's why they call them 90-90s. So we're going to take another deep breath in. Exhale, rock them towards the left. And we're just going to keep doing this for a couple of breaths. Deep breath in, and a deep breath out. You don't have to move as slow as I'm going. If you want, you can speed it up. I just want to keep on moving with the breath here. Let me readjust, because every time I do 90-90, I always slide out of place. Every time. It's like, it doesn't even matter. I'm just moving along with my breath here. Still keeping my movements nice and slow and controlled. Couple more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. One more breath here. With your next inhale, go ahead and bring both your legs up. We're going to turn towards the side of our mat. Go ahead and turn around. We're going to extend those legs out in front of us, coming into an L-shaped position here. We're going to take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Let's inhale, reach those hands to the sky, extend through your spine and crown here. And as we exhale, we're going to fold over our legs, reaching towards our toes here. You do not have to touch your toes. You can either grab onto your ankles, grab onto the sides of your knees, maybe even just set your hands on the mat. Whatever is most comfortable for you. Just going to settle there for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the nose or mouth. We're going to take 1 more breath here. Inhale. Lighter hand. And as we exhale, we're going to walk our hands back up our legs as we come into a neutral position. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, set your hands on the mat. We're going to use our hands for assistance to lower ourselves all the way down. So let's go ahead, use those hands for assistance. So we can lay our back flat against the mat here. Go ahead and lay down. Relax your head, relax your neck. Keep those knees up in the air and keep those feet flat against the mat here. As we take a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath here. Inhale with me. One more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, start to walk your feet back closer to you. Close enough so you can reach your arms out and pull those legs into your chest nice and slow. Wrap those arms around your legs. Tuck them in as you take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Take another deep breath with me as you start to rock from side to side, giving your lower back and tailbone a little love and a little massage here. Take another deep breath with me. And a deep breath out here, rocking from side to side. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and keep those legs tucked into your your chest and find stillness here in your cradle position. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead and release those arms from around your legs. Lower those feet back down to the mat. Nice and slow. Keep those knees up in the air still. We're not straightening our legs just yet. We're going to take another deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to take our arms and we're going to lay them out into a T-shaped formation, coming into your T-pose here. So take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you slow your knees down towards your right side. Maybe turning your gaze towards the left side here. Coming into a serpentine twist. Take a deep breath in. And I hope I said that right. I might not have even said that right, but it's all good. Y'all know what I mean. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and take those knees back up, turning your gaze towards the center. Inhale here. Exhale, lower those knees down towards the left as you turn your gaze towards the right. Inhale here, settling into this final twist. And a deep breath out. Let's take another deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and pick those knees back up. Turning your head towards the opposite side. Lay those knees down towards the right. Inhale here. Exhale, switch towards the opposite side. We're just going to keep this movement going for a couple of breaths. Inhale with me. Exhale and shift. One moving with the breath here. One more breath. Exhale and find center. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath in. Abdomen nice and tight here. Settle for one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, release those legs. Lay them flat against the mat here. Go ahead and settle into your Savasana, resting pose, corpse pose, many names for this position. Go ahead and settle here, palms facing towards the sky. Go ahead and close your eyes, relax your muscles, relax your joints. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take a couple more breaths here. Yo, I apologize for all the loud noises. Like, there's a lot going on right now. Why? The trash is gonna get picked up as well, so prepare for more loud noises. Prepare for that. Prepare for that, y'all. As we settle here, mind over matter it. Mind over matter it. We're gonna settle for a couple more breaths of silence here. Taking our deep breaths in and out. Let's thank ourselves for this quick practice. Thank ourselves for giving some love to our bodies. Let's thank our minds, thank our bodies, thank our spirits. Let's just take some time to do so. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of breaths of silence. Well, a couple of breaths of me not talking because it's not gonna be silent, but I am gonna not talk. one more breath here. Our next deep breath in, go ahead and wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, start to awaken your body up once more. Maybe even rotate your wrist and ankle. Do any type of micro movements you need to do here to generate some energy in your body. Our next deep breath in, go ahead and set your feet flat against the mat. As you walk those legs closer to you, close enough to hug those knees into your chest. Nice and slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and roll over to your favorite side to roll over to. Use your hands to push against the ground to come and sit up into a seated position. Go ahead and meet me in a comfortable seat here, whatever position you want to come into. I'm coming into crisscross applesauce, but you do not have to. Like I said, whatever seat that is most comfortable for you, let's go ahead and make our way there. Take your time, there's no rush. Take your time. Once there, we're gonna take another deep breath in, filling our chest with air here. Inhale. And exhale it out. We're going to start to bring this practice to a close with our next deep breath in. Go ahead and extend your arms into the air. Deep stretch here. Stretch deeply. Inhale. And exhale with an audible exhale, hands down to the mat. And we are done. Thank you guys for this practice. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a comment below, leave a like, and we're just gonna wrap these things up. One more big stretch. One more big stretch. And we are done. Let's go ahead and get up. Let's go ahead and roll this mat up, shake all this grass and leaves and debris off my mat. Put my shoes back on real quick. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and roll that up. We did that, y'all. Nice and quick. Nice, quick, and easy. Let's go ahead and roll that up. Alrighty, guys. Thank you again for watching and liking. You guys are very much appreciated. And if you guys want to see any other type of yoga videos, if you guys want me to try something new, do a yoga flow for a different pose, just go ahead and comment that down below. I read all my comments, guys. So if I see that you guys are looking for something specific, say like you want to do a yoga flow for whatever you want to do it for, whatever position you want to do, whatever you want to, whatever, it doesn't even matter. Just leave it in the comment down below and I will read it and I will make my next video about that. It's a little loud, but anyway, enjoy your night, day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you're watching this video, enjoy yourselves, and I will catch you guys later. Peace and love. And again, my apologies for the loud noises, like, even though I can't control that, but still, my apologies. I'll catch you guys later. Peace and love. Peace and love, y'all.